What's up, everybody? Here to talk about today's GH. And all I have to say is, wow. That's a way to start a week. I know I didn't talk about Friday's episode. I was out of town. I went out of town. I had to go out of town Thursday. And I was really just got back last night. But I've been out of town this whole weekend, basically. I had to go to some convention. Didn't really want to go, but I'd already bought tickets for it. So I wasn't going to let my money go to waste. So, anyway, today's episode was great. It was a flat out great episode. I could have told you guys if you wanted to know that Caesar Faison was behind all this. Ashley had a little tidbit of news, like a spoiler, like a while back. I could have told you guys if you. I knew Duke Levy wasn't. That's why I said in the previous GH video that Duke really wasn't Duke. If I knew he really wasn't Duke, I knew that GH had been. Now I've been hearing like spoilers and people telling me that they have been trying to get. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the actor's name that plays Faison. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name because I don't want to disrespect a guy like that by mispronouncing his name. But they have been trying to get him back for a while, and it hadn't really went through. And I know they were paying a whole bunch of money to get him back because the guy's not from this country, and they had like I think immigration and all that. They had to like do all they try to do, spend a whole bunch of money financially and legally, do a lot of things legally to try to get him back. But it looked like they did. But I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if any of that was true. That's just big rumors. People were saying that they were trying to go through a whole bunch of legal things trying to get him back. But he's back now. Because if you guys wanted to know if he was actually the man behind everything, I could have told you if he asked. Because I've known that for a while. Like I got friends and I from like DM messages on Twitter, from like little hints of what people been. I got some of my Twitter followers that found out. I kind of figured that out in the long run, but anyway, it was great to see him back. He's one of GH's top villains, one of the best villains GH has ever had, and I like seeing him on screen. And after I watched Friday, because I watched Friday's GH last night. Like I said, I wasn't really around the TV none this weekend. I was like reporting stuff and I also had an audition on Saturday. That was the real purpose of me going. I had to go wind up going to Michigan. I had to go to Michigan. And there was some convention going on there like that. I forgot I had brought tickets from, but I wasn't gonna let my money go waste. But I also had an audition out there in Michigan, so that's where I was this whole weekend. That's why you didn't see a YNR RGH video. Haven't watched today's YNR episode. I slept in today. I was tired. I slept in. So, but yeah, that's why I don't have a YNR video. I didn't do a Young and the Restless video. But anyway, back on subject. Back on today's episode. When Monica slapped the shit out of Carly, that shit had me rolling. When she slapped the shit out of her, that had me rolling. I'm not gonna lie. I love those scenes today too between AJ, Monica, Michael, and Carly. I like AJ calling Carly out on her shit, and they basically it seemed like they're both trying to manipulate Michael to get on their side. But yeah, that was pretty fun. That had me rolling today when she slapped her. That had me rolling today. Um, and also, I'm gonna tell you something I could live without. And I got some news to tell you guys about casting and whatnot. Well, not really full casting, but um, an actor just got put on contract. Actors just got him put on contract. I could have lived without the Britt and Elizabeth scenes today about Elizabeth basically telling her about Patrick's old playboy ways, and I mean, especially this girl Britt. It's something. That's what I gotta tell you, dude. She was today. I just found out she was put on contract. She just signed a 2-year contract. So we're gonna because it looks like we may be seeing more of her. But cause cause Kimberly McCullough's coming back as Robin. Yeah, she's back now, but from what I'm hearing, this is just a drive-by stint. Um, she will be gone soon. This is what I'm hearing. I wish she'd come back full time, but hey, I respect that she wants to go off and do other things. She wants to go out and make her own films. I respect that. Nothing against that. I respect that. But I would like to see her come back full time in the future on GH. But hey, if that's what she want to do now, hey, I say go ahead. More power to you. But anyway, so it looks like they're gonna go pursue this whole Patrick and Britt thing, Doctor Westbourne or something. And what I don't understand is, I mean, she's up to something. I mean, I know she's being so completely thirsty. She's being thirsty as hell to try to get in Patrick's pants. And I had a feeling that when Patrick said Emma was staying over at Felicia and Max tonight, I had a feeling she was gonna wind up. That was her way of saying, so you want me to come over? You want me to come over? He said, nah, that's kind of an invitation to try to get you to come, try to get you to ask me over. So basically, I have a feeling they're gonna sleep together. I have a strong feeling they're gonna sleep. They're gonna wind up sleeping together. But well, I say we'll see what happens. But cause I have a strong feeling that they're gonna wind up sleeping together. Um, but I will say this: the actress that played this, when she walked in and took her scrub off and was in her bra and panties, she has a I'm not gonna lie, she has a great body. She has a pretty good body. I was looking. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sure any straight guy like myself that watches GH was looking. Patrick was looking, and Patrick couldn't keep his eyes off of her. He was just staring at her ass the whole time. Her and Sabrina were talking about the nurses' ball. Seemed like Patrick was just amazed and staring at her ass the whole time. But anyway, something else I also liked about today's episode, I love the scenes between Sam and Anna. And when Sam pointed out to Anna, when Anna was basically trying to tell Sam that she should accept the fact that Jason may not come back. But when Sam pointed out that, didn't your husband just come back from the dead? Well, the person she thinks is her husband just come back from the dead. And she was like, well, yeah. So maybe there is hope that Jason can come back. And Steve Burton just recently did a interview. Was that a convention? I think a soap convention or something. That and he said that he hasn't ruled out coming back to GH, but he's just not going to anytime soon. Probably none of this. Well, this year's basically over. Probably not next year. If GH, I have a feeling GH is still going to be around after his 50th anniversary in April. But because I don't look for Steve Burton to return not anytime soon. I would say that not anytime soon. I don't see Steve Burton returning. But he said he hasn't ruled out returning, but because he never says never. But I don't think he's going to return anytime soon. So. Now I have a feeling there's gonna be some storyline where Sam just accepts that Jason's gone and tries to move on. But anyway, but I like the scene between Anna and Sam today. But at the very end of today's episode, like I said, this is how you start off on Monday. The real Duke Lavery was sitting there laying in the bed. So Faison's been keeping the real Duke Lavery. At least I'm thinking that's Duke Lavery. It's Ian Buchanan, but it may not be Duke Lavery. It could be that Jonathan Paget dude who was pretending to be Duke Lavery. But anyway, so Faison's been keeping Duke Lavery or whoever he is. So that's where he's been getting all this information from about his past with Anna. So it has to be Duke Lavery because he's been getting information about his past with Anna and all that from him. So but anyway, I like today's episode. Like I said, this is how you start off on Monday. I'm interested in seeing where the AJ stuff is going with who's Michael? Is Michael gonna try to get to know his father? I'm interested in seeing where that's gonna go. I'm interested in seeing I like seeing what Sam's gonna do, how she's gonna continue by going out on trying to prove that Jason's alive. I'm interested in the Faison and Duke stuff, and also interested in what I guess he's gonna keep Robin under wraps. He's gonna keep Robin there. Like I'm saying, this is just a drive by. I call it like a drive by stint from Kimberly McCullough as Robin. So she's not back full time. Anybody that thinks she's back full time, she's not. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys. Let me know if I'm left anything out, or if you guys want to hear my other input on any other storylines that went on today. Dante and Lulu, I do hope they do find a surrogate, somebody that will be their surrogate. I do hope they get their baby, but I really don't want them to name the baby Rocco. I hope they don't name that baby Rocco. 'Cause I haven't met many Roccos in my life, but when I think of a name like Rocco, I think of a biker, like somebody that's a big biker person, like a biker boy or something. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Anyway, this is Dominic checking out. Peace. God bless.